Shame isn't just a simple feeling, that's a straight-up public execution. When someone tries to shame you in front of others, they're not just throwing shade, they're trying to wipe you out. Right there, in front of everyone. You know that feeling, don't you? That burn crawling up your neck. The whole room goes dead silent. Suddenly you feel tiny, like the walls are closing in and everyone's watching. And your brain starts screaming, say something, defend yourself, explain, apologize, do something. But here's the raw truth that most people never get. The moment you react, you already lost. Soon as you try to prove you're not what they're saying, you're basically telling them, okay, I accept your version of the story, let me fix it. Now you're in their world, their rules, their game. But what if you didn't play that game? What if, instead of reacting, you took all that heat, all that pressure, and flipped it right back on them? Not by yelling, not by throwing insults, but by doing something so unexpected, so damn cold and precise that it shuts them down completely, makes them feel exposed, like they're the ones who should be ashamed. There's actually a method to this, a psychological trick that Machiavellian types have used forever. Once you learn it, you'll never feel that gut punch of shame again. You'll just feel power. See, most folks think the opposite of shame is pride, but nah, that ain't it. The real opposite of shame, indifference. That ice-cold, nothing can touch me energy, the kind that makes people freeze up around you. But to get there, you gotta kill something first. That part of you that's hungry for approval, the part that wants to be liked, seen, understood. Yeah, that part's gotta go. So subscribe right now so you don't miss even a single tip. In this video, we're gonna rewire how you handle disrespect. I'm talking surgical stuff. No yelling, no drama, just pure presence. We're gonna break down 3 moves. The grey rock inversion, the mirror of silence, and the coldest one, the dead star technique. By the time we're done here, you won't be scared of being disrespected. You'll be waiting for it. Because now you'll know, when someone comes at you sideways, that's your moment to show them just how undeniable you really are. But heads up, this ain't for the soft-hearted. This is strategy, power, control. 'Cause once you see how the game works, you never go back to being someone else's puppet. Phase 1. Let's break down the kill. Before you can control this socially, you need to understand what's happening inside your body. Because when someone shames you, why are you wearing that? Did you seriously just say that? Everyone here knows you're lying. Something ancient wakes up. Your amygdala takes control. Your brain doesn't hear words. It hears danger. In tribal times, shame meant exile, and exile meant death. So your body prepares itself to fight or flee, heart racing, muscles tightening, mind scrambling, fight or flee. And this is exactly where you lose. In the modern social hierarchy, the person who reacts is the person who loses. The shamer knows this. They're counting on your biology. They want the anger. They want the stutter. They want you to look down at the floor. They've written a script, and they've just cast you as the fool. If you follow instinct, you play the role perfectly. But a Machiavellian mind doesn't follow instinct. It overrides it. Here's the first real shift you need to make. Their attack has nothing to do with you. Nothing. Shame is projection. People only shame others when they feel threatened in the hierarchy. A calm, powerful, fulfilled person doesn't need to make anyone feel small. Only a desperate one does. So when they come at you, understand this. They're confessing. confessing fear, confessing jealousy, confessing emptiness. They see you as a threat that needs to be neutralized. Let that sink in. They're either afraid of you or envious of you, or so hollow inside that your discomfort is the only thing that makes them feel alive. And the moment you see their attack not as a judgment of your worth, but as a symptom of their weakness, something changes. The heat leaves your neck, your breath slows, your mind clears. You're no longer the target. You become the observer. And the observer is the most dangerous person in the room. Phase 2, the void. Let's talk about something most people can't handle. Silence. See, when an insult lands in a conversation, it creates this strange little vacuum. A pause, an uncomfortable gap. And because we're human, social creatures wired for connection, our instincts scream, "Fill the gap." So we laugh nervously, we snap back, we over-explain, we react. Because that silence, it feels like danger. But to a Machiavellian strategist, to a mind that's trained for power, that gap isn't a threat. It's a weapon. The most devastating thing you can do when someone tries to humiliate you is to do absolutely nothing. And I don't mean the frozen silence of a coward. I mean the icy stillness of a predator, one who's deciding if the prey is even worth the bite. Here's how it goes. They throw the insult. You don't flinch, you don't smile, you don't frown, you don't break eye contact. You go completely still, but not angry. Anger means they hit a nerve. You don't give them that. You look at them with dead eyes, flat, cold, almost bored. Count to 3 in your head. 1, 2, 3. And in those silent 3 seconds, the entire room shifts. The audience, whoever's watching, starts to look at them, not you. Because you didn't react, the spotlight turns around. Suddenly they're the one being studied. The attacker starts to crack. They expected you to flail, to defend, to explode, but they got nothing. And that nothing, it terrifies them. They start thinking and say to themselves, "Did he even hear me? Why isn't he saying anything? Is he unshakable?" The silence stretches, and now it's heavy. It's awkward, for them, not for you. You refuse to pick up the shame they threw at you, so it just sits there, at their feet, like a ticking bomb with no fuse. This, right here, is called the void. You become a black hole, you absorb their blow, and give back nothing. And in that eerie stillness, their power disappears. They'll try to fill the silence. They'll mutter, "I was just joking," or throw a weak jab like, "What, cat got your tongue?" That's not confidence. That's the death rattle of their dominance. They're scrambling now, trying to fix the frame you just shattered. Don't help them. Don't speak. Let them drown in the silence they created. Phase 3. Psychological judo. All right, you've held the silence. They're squirming. Now what? Now you speak. But here's the key. You don't defend yourself. Why? Because defending is admitting. If I call you a thief and you blurt out, "I'm not a thief," guess what just happened? You just tied your name to that word. You just gave their accusation weight. You're now debating your innocence, and kings don't debate peasants. So instead, you flip the script. You use what I call psychological judo. You take the energy they threw at you, and you pull it further until they lose their balance and fall face first. You don't take their insult as truth. You treat it like a weird behavior, like a patient in a psych ward just had an outburst. You don't get mad, you get curious. They throw shade. "Wow, you really messed that up, didn't you?" A normal person would jump to defend. No, I didn't. I was just trying. But not you. You pause. You tilt your head a little, look at them with that calm, borderline bored expression and say, "Are you okay?" Or, "You seem really upset about this." Or, if you want to go colder, "That was a weird thing to say out loud. Did you notice what just happened?" Now we're not even talking about your mistake anymore. We're talking about their reaction. You just flip the spotlight. Suddenly, they're the one under the microscope. They're squirming, trying to explain. "No, I'm not upset. I'm just saying," exactly. Now they're the one defending. And remember, the one who's defending is losing. You just snatch the high ground without raising your voice an inch. But wait, there's an even smoother move. It's called the amused agree. Sometimes, let's be honest, the shamer is right. You did mess up. You do have that flaw. They're just hoping you'll be ashamed of it. So what do? You own it, but you own it with swagger. They say, "You're so arrogant." You smirk, look them dead in the eyes and go, "I know. It's honestly my best quality." Or they go, "You have no idea what you're doing." You chuckle and say, "I never do, but it always works out, doesn't it?" This is called agree and amplify. You grab their insults, rip the ammo out of the gun, and eat the bullets. They say, "You're weird." You say, "Thank you." They say, "You're loud." You go, "You noticed." They say, "You're always late." You laugh. Every single time. It's kind of my thing. When you're not ashamed of your flaws, no one can use them against you. You become Teflon. Nothing sticks. The mud slides off you and lands right back on them. Phase 4. The audience. Look, shame. It's not just some random emotion, it's a whole performance. And you're the target, not the focus. The person trying to shame you. They don't actually care about you. They care about who's watching. They want the crowd to laugh. They want validation. They want to look powerful by putting you down. Most people, they make a critical mistake here. They try to reason with the attacker, try to calm them down, try to defend themselves. Big mistake. That person is your enemy. You don't need their approval. You need to win the audience. But here's the twist. You don't win the crowd by begging for sympathy. That never works. People hate victims. It's brutal, but it's true. It's evolutionary. When we see someone weak, our primitive brain goes, "Stay away, or you'll get infected by that weakness." But when we see someone calm, collected, unshaken under pressure, we get pulled in. We follow strength. We respect control. So if someone's going off on you, screaming, ranting, trying to embarrass you, but you just sit there still, composed, the crowd starts shifting to your side, not because they love you, but because you look like the leader. You look grounded, and the attacker, they look like a mess. Here's how you take it even further. It's called the triangulation stare. This is elite-level social mastery. They insult you. You don't look at them first. You casually glance at someone else in the group, make eye contact, then give a tiny smirk, just a small one, a look that says, "Seriously, can you believe this clown?" That's it. You've just created an inside joke, but the joke is on the attacker. You just bonded with the group without saying a single word, and you just kicked the attacker out of the tribe. They thought they were the ringleader, but now they're just the court jester, and no one's laughing. This move, it's subtle, surgical. If you overdo it, if you exaggerate, you'll look petty. But if you nail it, just a raised eyebrow, a quiet smirk, one glance, you obliterate their social capital right there. You've told the room, this guy, He's trying too hard. He's not one of us. And in the game of power, trying too hard is the ultimate red flag. So what's your job? Stop trying. Slow everything down. Your voice, make it deep, calm. Your body, move slow, like you're carved from stone. Your breathing, smooth, unbothered. Let them yell, let them flail, let them dance. They're the wind in a storm. But you're the rock, and the rock always wins. Phase 5, the nuclear option. Some people, they're not looking for resolution. They're not looking to win the argument. They're just looking to feed. They thrive on chaos. Push their buttons, they'll smirk. Play psychological judo with them. They'll enjoy the sparring. They're energy vampires. And your reaction, any reaction, is their oxygen. So what do you do with someone like that? You hit the nuclear button. You make them disappear. Not with drama, not with revenge. You erase them by acting like they don't exist. They speak. You don't flinch. You don't turn your head. You just keep doing whatever you were doing. Like a breeze passed through the room. No acknowledgement, no side glance, not even a pause in your sentence. If they're standing in front of you, look through them. Literally, stare past their head like they're made of glass, like you're checking the time on a clock behind them. This isn't the silent treatment. No, that's emotional. That says, I'm hurt. I'm punishing you. This is active indifference. This says, you're not even on my radar. My brain doesn't even process you as real. That hits deep. Here's what happens next. They panic. Not logically, biologically. Because deep inside, humans fear one thing more than conflict. Being invisible, being socially erased. Attack means you exist. Indifference, that means you're nothing. So they'll push harder. They'll raise their voice. They'll throw nastier insults. They'll try to trigger you. Let them. Let them set themselves on fire trying to get your attention while you sip your coffee and talk about the weather like they're not even in the room. The crowd sees it. They see your stillness. They see their meltdown. And suddenly, the attacker looks like a lunatic screaming into the void. And you look like a mountain, still, silent, untouchable, because that's what this is, the dominance of the mountain over the ant. The ant can scream, bite, attack all day. The mountain doesn't even notice. But here's the key. You have to believe it. You have to believe deep down that their opinion is worth less than a mosquito buzz, that their words don't land because they don't matter. When you get to that place, no one can touch you. Phase 6, the internal fortress. All the techniques in the world won't save you. If your soul is still shaking, you can learn the stares, the pauses, the calm comebacks. But if you're trembling inside, they smell it. Micro-expressions never lie. If you want to truly destroy someone who tries to shame you, you don't defeat them. You defeat shame itself inside you. You have to build an internal fortress. Why does shame even hurt? Because you gave them the keys. You handed them control of your self-worth. You let someone who doesn't know your past, your struggles, your victories, decide your value. Why? Why do you trust a stranger's judgment more than your own? Machiavelli didn't talk about morality. He talked about virtue, not virtue in the be nice sense, but raw capability, strength, unshakable self-reliance. A man of virtue relies on himself. He knows what he is. If you know you are strong and someone calls you weak, it doesn't sting. It's actually funny, like calling a lion a mouse. The lion doesn't get offended. The lion knows it's a lion. You need to reach a point of self-knowledge so solid, so immovable, that outside noise just bounces off. This takes inner work, real shadow work. You've got to face the things you're ashamed of. Your past, your body, your bank account, your loneliness. Bring it into the light. Look at it. Accept it. Yes, I failed. Yes, I'm still struggling. The moment you own your flaws, you become invincible, because the shamer has no ammo left. They can only hurt you with the truths you're hiding from. If you hide nothing, they can hurt nothing. Become transparent to yourself and opaque to everyone else. This is the paradox of power. The most vulnerable man is the one hiding behind armor. The most powerful man is the one standing naked in the storm, saying, "I have nothing to fear." When you reach this state, everything flips. You stop walking into rooms wondering if people will like you. You start walking in wondering if you will like them. You become the judge, not the judged. Phase 7. The counterattack. Look, sometimes silence ain't enough. Sometimes you gotta hit back. But when you do, you don't swing like a butcher. You cut like a surgeon. A butcher hacks, makes a mess. A surgeon, one clean slice, precise, deadly, no drama, no second swing. So if you ever decide to speak, you follow one rule: brevity. Short is sharp, short is lethal. Long speeches sound defensive. One cold sentence sounds like control. Let me give you 3 weapons to carry in your back pocket. 3 surgical strikes. Strike 1, the who frame. They throw an insult. You just look at them and ask, who are you trying to impress right now? Just like that, you rip the curtain down. You let the whole room know this isn't a real conversation. They're performing. And you're just watching. It's the ultimate call-out without ever raising your voice. Strike 2, the repeat command. They say something nasty. You lean in, hand to your ear, cool as ice, and say, "Sorry, say that again." Now you flip the pressure back on them. They thought they had the moment, but now they're being asked to repeat it. Insults are like jokes. They hit once, but repeat it. It sounds rehearsed. It sounds stupid. Most people won't even say it again. They'll just mumble, "Never mind." And just like that, they retreat. You didn't attack. You just turned the volume up on their weakness. Strike 3, the validation trap. They come at you. You smile, but not a fake smile, a compassionate one. You say, "I know things are tough for you right now. You don't have to take it out on me." You just flipped their attack into a therapy session. You didn't fight. You pitied them. And you know what narcissists hate more than losing? Being pitied. They want fear. They want attention. When you pity them, you put yourself above them. You're the adult calming down a child having a tantrum. It drives them crazy, but they can't fight it because you're being kind. If they get angry, they prove your point that they're unstable. You've trapped them in a double bind. Heads, you win. Tails, they lose. Phase 8, the aftermath. Look, how you end the moment is just as critical as how you owned it. Don't stick around. Don't linger. Once you've hit them with the silence, or the stare, or that one surgical strike, move on. Turn away. Talk to someone else. Go back to sipping your drink. Machiavelli knew that power is about access. When you withdraw your attention, you take back the greatest resource in the room. You punish them with your absence. Let them sit with it. Let the weight of their failure hang in the air. And whatever you do, don't check to see if they're looking at you. Don't look for validation from the crowd. Just keep moving. Show them that the interaction meant so little to you that it's already been erased from your memory. You're on to the next thing. You know what that is? That's the ultimate insult, to make them forgettable. Phase 9, the shadow philosophy. Why are we even talking about this stuff? Just to win arguments? No, man, it's bigger than that. Look around. The world is getting sharper, colder, meaner. This is a digital coliseum now. Everyone's watching, everyone's judging. Cancel culture, call-outs, status games. It's a battlefield out there. And if you don't know how to defend yourself, you get eaten. You'll shrink. You'll go quiet. You'll start walking on eggshells, afraid to speak your mind. You'll become one of them, just another grey, apologetic ghost, hoping not to be noticed. But not you. You're here learning this for a reason. Learning these dark psychological tactics isn't about becoming bad. It's about protecting your inner light. It's about building a perimeter around your mind so the toxic waste of other people's insecurities can't reach you. When you know you can handle shame, you become fearless. You take risks. You speak up. You lead. You walk differently. You stop asking for permission to exist. Shame is a cage. These techniques are the key. But listen, with this kind of power comes a dangerous temptation. Don't become the monster. Don't turn this knowledge into a weapon against the weak. That's what cowards do. Use it to stand your ground. Use it to protect the good. Use it to stop the real predators. Be the monster that scares off the other monsters. That's what it means to be an outlier. Now you have the tools: silence, the stare, judo, the void. You hold the blueprint to dismantle anyone who tries to lower your status. You've got the playbook. But let's be real, knowing the path ain't the same as walking it. So next time you feel that burn in your chest, next time someone tries to shrink you, don't flinch, don't panic, smile. You've been waiting for this. You're no longer the prey, you're the trap, and they just walked right into you. Most people, they'll watch this, nod, and go right back to being victims tomorrow. But you're still here. You're hearing the silence between the words, and that tells me you're ready for more. What we just covered, that was defense. But what about offense? How do you stop people from hurting you and make them want to follow you instead? That's the next level. That's where we're headed. If you're tired of the blue pill advice that tells you to just be nice and forgive everyone, if you're ready to understand the raw, unfiltered dynamics of human power, then you're in the right place. Join the order, subscribe, turn on the bell, and send this video to someone you think needs it. We're building a sanctuary for the strong. Don't stay outside. I'll see you in the shadows.